And greetings YouTube, and welcome to the launch of my channel. My name's Steve, and the videos I'm going to be presenting are about getting back into life. And what that simply means, and the reason for the channel, will be as a vlog. Now I'll give you a little bit of background history on myself. That'll explain where we're going, why I'm at the point I'm at, and why I'm going forward, where I'm going. It'll make everything that much clearer. So I started the vlog because I have osteoarthritis in my knees. I have to have my left knee replaced. I'm 48. All the doctors out there, oh, you're too young. Everybody says you're too young. Well, my age may be low, but the mileage is high. It's like I'm that 5-year-old truck that has been driven from Halifax to Medicine Hat and back 6 times a year. You know, the mileage adds up pretty good. So that's an explanation. That's somewhat of an explanation as to why I'm where I am. Backstory being is that 10 years ago I was diagnosed with arthritis in both knees, my feet, my ankles. Um, it's osteoarthritis in my knees. I have psoriatic arthritis and minor osteoarthritis in my feet and in my ankles as well. But the knees are the main contention point right now. They're the ones, they're what's taking the most abuse right now, specifically my left knee. So 10 years ago, I got that diagnosis. 5 years ago, it decided, it chugged along for 5 years, maintaining a status quo. And then for 5 years, it just upreared its head and said, hi, remember me? Well, up until that point, I didn't need a lot of medication to keep things on an even keel. I was on some minor anti-inflammatories as needed. I was on a drug for my psoriatic arthritis. That stuff's no fun. But needless to say, I wasn't at the point where I'm at now. Now I'm taking like jet fuel of arthritis medications. So it reared its head up. I got a scope. They scoped out my knee 5 years ago. Surgeon said 50-50 chance that you get relief from it. Well, it worked for a while. It gave me back my mobility. It gave me back a pain-free life. 3 months after the surgery, yeah, the pain started coming back, but hey, it wasn't bad at first. But then over the last 5 years, my pain levels have gone up, and then the last 2 years, they just took that sharp spike straight up. The pain, the inflammation really kicked into overdrive. But as a result, and as you'd imagine, as the pain and inflammation are increasing, you can watch your activity and your mobility level goes steadily decreasing. Now, along with that, your mobility goes your ability to function and earn income. So your income drops. Your quality of life drops because your ability to do things, physically do things, and I like doing physical things. I like video games, but sitting here and playing video games for 9 to 12 hours a day, that's not my gig. I mean, I do it just to have something to keep myself busy right now because that's all I can do, really. You'll notice I fidget a lot, and I apologize right now. That's just me adjusting myself in my chair to keep my knee mobile. So if I don't, it seizes up and it really hurts to get it moving again. And right now I'm not on any drugs for it. Reason being is it's Sunday the 17th, and on Tuesday, March 19th, I'm having my knee replaced. So they wanted me off my drugs. So I'm off all my arthritis meds right now. And the pain and the inflammation is there. It doesn't take a lot to make it hurt. So I'm at that point where I can't sit still, is what it amounts to. So yeah, the pain, the inflammation went up. My mobility decreased. My ability to do things has decreased. My income has decreased. And my quality of life, being my hobbies, what I'm able to do, is decreased to the point where the only thing I'm left with the ability to do is watch TV and play on my computer. I'm sorry, but playing Rust is only entertaining so many hours a day. I don't want to be a professional Rust player. I'd rather be out there. I'd rather be. You see the bike in the background. There's a kayak out on the porch. Right now, I'd rather be out hiking on a trail than stuck in this apartment. That's, so we've hit that point where, like I said, it's affected me income wise, and over the last few years, I've had to depend on my line of credit more and more and more to make up the gap in what I'm not earning. I mean, right now, I'm not overspending right now at all. I, I have internet, like, and internet rates. I don't have cable TV. I just have internet, and I pay my rent, and my hydro is included in my rent, so I don't pay for electricity or heat. And the only other expense I have is my car and my car insurance. That's about all my expenses are. I mean, I'm right down to bare bones, and but like I said, I've hit my line of credit, maxed out my credit card. So now, I've hit that critical point where we're down here at zero. So it's time. It has to happen. And what I want to do is moving forward from here. And by the way, I blame myself for all this. I probably years ago I could have done things too differently, but at that time I was afraid of the change that it would involve. I wasn't. It was the uncertainty. I'll be honest. It was the fear of the uncertainty as to as to what it would involve, and that fear can be paralyzing. But now I've got to that point in life where I'm stuck without a choice. It's either I do this stuff or I just roll over and die. I'm not ready to die. No, it's not happening. Being afraid, I don't have the option of fear anymore. I don't have the luxury of fear anymore. And the kind of fear was fear for my security as far as financial goes, but I also didn't see the forest through the trees. That fear of my financial security being eaten away also caused some of my financial problems. I had a couple of offers on the table that I let slip. Peter, if you see this, I'm sorry, buddy. I should have taken you up on the offer. And if the offer's still good and it's there, I think you still have my number. And if you see this, leave a comment in the suggestion. Maybe we can hook up and try something with that. That being said, moving forward, I'm going to be documenting some things leading into the surgery. Over the next day or two, I'll try to cut a couple of videos showing the equipment that they want you to have for this surgery. I will try to document the process of going through the surgery, because they give you this booklet of the stuff you need to do and prepare. I live in Ontario, so there's a different process in Ontario from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, BC, yada, yada, yada. And it's different from country to country as well. Now, I want to try to get some footage from the hospital too, to try to document some of the stuff I'm going through there. I'm not sure if they're going to let me, but I'll see if I can con one of the nurses or doctors into taking some footage. I'm going to post links in future videos to actual knee replacement surgeries. I found a couple of videos that I really liked on it. I don't have a problem with blood, but if you're squeamish, don't watch them. Okay? Especially if you're squeamish, do not watch them. It's not overly gory, but if you can't sit there and just look at it analytically and detach yourself from the fact that you're, try not to have that knee-jerk emotional reaction that you're looking at somebody's the end of the bone on somebody's leg being sawed off. Yeah, I can see how people wouldn't like that, but and okay, so I want to try to document this stuff. I want to document my recovery, my therapy. The therapy is going to be done here in house. They're going to be sending a therapist to me because the surgery is at a hospital in Burlington. I don't live in Burlington. My family doctor is still there. So that's the surgeon. The surgeon I got sent to was in Burlington because he's there. Just to give you a little bit of background on that, the only doctor I could find within a half an hour drive from where I live is in Burlington, Ontario. So the surgeons I got sent to were the surgeons in Burlington. That's the way it is. That's the way it happens. So I'll be doing my physiotherapy here at home. They're going to set me up with a physiotherapist that's going to come and visit me a couple times a week, which is great. And I really want to hammer down on doing that physiotherapy. I want to try to document the therapy I go through in the hospital. I want to document me reclaiming my life after that. I want to document myself doing the hobbies that I was doing. And I have a job where it's a physical job. I'm on my feet 8, 10, 12 hours a day, sometimes even more. I've had 16-hour days. And the doctors have told me that it's not the best job to have once you have a knee replacement because it'll grind it away in 5 years and you'll be back doing getting it resected. I don't want to have a second one on the same knee in 5 years. So the odds are very strong in favor of I'll be switching careers because I can no longer do the thing that I love. The thing that I love is also contributed to my situation. Being on my feet all the time, yeah, it took its toll. So you're going to get to watch me go through that and explore other avenues. I might have to go back to school. I might just find see if I can parlay my skill sets into something else where I can sit down. Ideally, I'd like to get another job full time and take some college courses online and do that. That way, I don't have to be at a limited income and hold myself back. I can just do what I need to do. So I've been working with the company I'm at now. I'm not going to name them on air, but I've been there for 15 years. And I've been doing what I do now for 27 years. I'm going to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. You'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who does what I do for a living that knows more about what I do, that's better at what I do than I am. I'm not saying there isn't. I know a couple of people who are. And I give them props all day long. But as far as people who are better at what I do than I am, I can do what I do now and make it look effortless. But that's just because I've been there. I've applied myself. And that's probably, I'm going to say 90% certainty that's all going to come to an end. And a new journey is going to have to begin. That chapter is probably going to close and a new one's going to open. Is it scary? Yeah. Can I afford the luxury of that fear? No. Does it kind of excite me? Yeah, it does. New things, new experiences. And after 27 years, I've done enough in that field. You know what? It's time to do something different anyways. The last couple of years I've found that I got a little bored. So, it's time to try something else. And I'm going to. So, I'm glad you guys are going to all be along for the ride. I'm hoping people stick with it and watch as I progress through my life and watch the things I do. Hopefully, you enjoy watching me do these things. Um, this is literally my first YouTube video. So, and believe me, I've done many takes on this trying to get this to the point where I don't go off on a tangent. You see me looking off to the side, I'm just checking my notes to make sure I got everything. Yeah, I did. So I've hit on all the points that I wanted to. Last point that I want to hit on is, or a few points, is, like I said, this is my first YouTube video ever. So if anybody out there who's an experienced YouTuber has any suggestions on how I can make my YouTube videos better, keep in mind right now, not working. I'm on a shoestring budget, so the equipment I have to work with is what I've got. And it's the camera I've got is a C615 portable HD webcam with built-in microphone. That's what I've got for shooting the stuff here at the desk. I've got this really old GoPro for when I'm out and about. Plus, I've got my cell phone. And I'll probably use the cell phone for the majority of the videos because the picture and sound quality is way better. I'll apologize if I'm using the GoPro on a helmet cam or something on the bike or in the kayak about the sound, because I know the sound on that sucks. But the majority of it I'll probably shoot with the cell phone. If you have any suggestions, comments, critiques of the videos, help me make them a little better, go ahead. By all means, please do. If you see me doing something in the videos that you have a question about, whether it's the physiotherapy after the surgery, whether it's stuff in the hospital, or any of the activities that I start getting back into doing, you're going to see me doing multiple hobbies. I go target shooting at the rifle range, kayaking, hiking, bushcraft, camping, fishing. I like being outdoors, especially in the summer. I even want to get into doing some winter camping if I can. Maybe do some snowshoeing. I haven't done that in years. And by years, I'm talking the last time I went snowshoeing, the newer variety of snowshoes were just coming out on the market. The ones I was using were still those old webbing ones that were like 3 feet friggin' long. So trying it now with the newer generation of snowshoes, I'd like to give that a go, see how it is. I'd like to get back into doing some cycling. I've taken a couple of camping trips where I put a pack on my back, my tent, my ground sheet, sleeping bag, and a change of clothes, and biked up to campground that was 50 kilometers away with a couple other people. I've done that. That was fun. The next day, well, the drive home was a little hectic because, well, all of us had heads about that big because the other people that showed up, they took cars and they had the fun sauce with them. But you won't see a lot of drinking, at least not for me. I don't really drink a lot anymore. I did when I was younger. Yeah, we all go through that phase as teenagers and as young adults where you hit 19 and you think it's a license to get hammered. But I grew out of it pretty quick, I think. I used to like going to the pub and playing pool with my friends. Maybe get back into doing some bowling. That's one thing I definitely can't do right now with this dodgy ass knee, is doing any kind of bowling. Just because of when I throw the ball, my left leg is forward and all my weight's on my left knee. So, these are the things I want to get into. So if you see me doing things that you have questions about that you might be interested in, leave me a comment in the videos, in the comment section. If you like what you see, mash the mealy button. Give me a thumbs up. If you like it, subscribe. If you have suggestions for other videos that you think I should check out, please do. Leave a comment. If you aren't too crazy about my activity at the rifle range, okay, fine. Be civil about it. You say, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. That's fair enough. But keep the politics out of it. I'm going to keep the politics off the channel, and I want everybody else to do the same. Because I know this goes hand in hand with politics. But I do this at the rifle range for my own enjoyment. I do it to challenge myself. I do it. It makes you focus. It drives you to be better. And you see me wearing these. The older you get, the harder it is to shoot accurately with iron sights. So I don't do it because I'm practicing for war. I'm not practicing to go out on the streets and take out 10 people. No, I do it because I'm challenging myself. And sometimes we have little competitions at the range with other people. There, that's what I'm going to say about it, okay? If you don't like it, you don't have to watch those videos. If you like what you see, comment. Tell me you want to see more of it. If you have suggestions on other YouTubers you think I'd like, there's a few YouTubers that I'm following right now that in future videos I will leave links to their page because I think they're worthwhile watching. That's pretty much the way I look at the world right now. I don't want to politicize this channel whatsoever. So, like I said, if you see me doing something that you don't like, I'm a big boy. You want to tell me that, it's not for you? Great. But don't troll me on it. That's all I'm asking. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoy watching my videos in the future. I hope there's maybe you learned something from them. If not, then, well, let me know what I can do to make it better. And I hope to see you all in the future in the comments section, all right? Take it easy, everybody. Have a good day, all right? Till then, this is Steve.